Yeah. Right. Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Yeah, we poppin', it's your boy Casey, representing black music, Stolen Yayo and Crown.
I don't seem too forward, baby. But tonight I would like to be the one who turns you on. Watching you has been such torture, baby. I wanna feel your touch. Every girl needs a little love, yeah. Baby, pick it up, don't you put it down. Cause I love the way you put it down. Turn me up when you put it down. Go and put it down, go and put it down, baby. Baby, pick it up, don't you put it down. Cause I love the way you put it down. Turn me up when you put it down. Go and put it down, go and put it down.
Thank you for tuning in to Harbour Dance. Today we're sitting down with Shauna Smith, who just got back from the UK and who started a class Hip Hop 1 here at Harbour Dance. Now Shauna, can you tell us a little about your history as a dancer and where you all started?
I started dancing when I was 3. I used to do ballet and tap and jazz when I was younger. Kind of steered away from that when I was 16, I think. Started dancing at Harbour. Started doing hip hop and all street styles. Haven't really turned back since. My teaching has taken me all over the world. I've taught in the UK, Portugal, South Africa, Vegas, throughout Canada, still to go to the East Coast. But I absolutely love what I do, and I'm so blessed to be able to travel and teach the way I do, and
Nice, wow, that sounds amazing. You've been everywhere, that's really cool.
Yeah.
So can you tell us a little bit about your style as a dancer and what you bring to your class?
People always ask me to define my style. I've yet to figure out how to define it exactly. I've trained in all different types of hip hop and street, including house and locking. When I was younger, I tried to break, but I wasn't the most amazing at it. So I have a lot of background behind me, and I try to incorporate as much of it as possible into everything I do. Sometimes you'll find house moves in my hip hop routines. Sometimes it'll be more swagged out, heavy stuff. It just depends on the song and what I'm feeling with it, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. I find it really hard to define my style. Maybe someone can define it for me.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of R&B a lot of the time. I was known for that for a long time. So yeah, maybe R&B hip hop.
Okay. So would you be able to tell me the difference between dancing in the UK and like over in Europe compared to North America?
For me personally, the difference between dancing there and here is because they're so isolated from what's going on in North America. They're just starting to pick up on certain trends that we've been kind of going after for a while. Their level is constantly growing and improving. The UK is really different from the rest of Europe, in that the rest of Europe does a lot into new style and freestyle and are kind of more in tune with what's going on in North America, whereas the UK has been really segregated until the past couple of years. So it was cool to be a part of a scene like theirs that's growing constantly, and there's a lot of new up-and-coming talent there. I'm hoping to get some of it out here for workshops and stuff in the near future, so stay tuned for that. That might be coming soon.
Perfect, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
And do you have any advice for dancers in the industry today?
That's a good question. For me personally, I put a lot of time and energy into my teaching, so I've never really gone down the commercial road of things. Basically, I guess just stay true to what it is that you're into. Like for me, teaching and choreographing is what I'm truly passionate about, and training other dancers. So yeah, just stick to what it is that you're into. Like for me, I'm not a commercial dancer, so I decided not to even try to go down that road. And I think some people force it when maybe it's not what they're into. So I think that's the best advice, is like whatever it is that you're good at and you know you love, just do it. Don't mess around with it. So
no, yeah, that's great advice. And just one last question, bit of a trivia or fun question. If you could dance with anyone or share the stage with anyone, who would it be?
Most people would say like, I want to dance with Janet, I want to dance with Rihanna. For me personally, that's never ever been an aspiration. The people that really inspire me that I would love to work with are choreographers and business people that I admire, like Shauna Smith, Paris Global, Boniga. I was really lucky to share the stage with Nick Demora and Jun Kamato when I was in the UK, and that was like for me. Yeah, I think those are the people that I'd really like to work with, or even like Rie. I've hung out with the Shit Kings a lot too, which was cool. Yeah, to
They're
share
incredible.
The stage with them.
They're insane.
But I've
So
got
great.
to spend a lot of time with those people, so I'm lucky for that, and I'd love to do more of that.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
And you teach Wednesdays at 1:30
Sure
for
do.
Hip Hop 1. Perfect. All right. Thank you so much, Shauna.
Thank you.
Bye.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, gon' put it down. I hope you don't mind.